Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Tanks with Centurion. And I'm proud to say that video quality is now actual HD footage. It's not some camera pointing at a screen and then making it as high resolution as possible. It is legit recorded in 720p, and it is all thanks to the Elgato game capture device that I got, and it is working perfectly, and it is really good for this kind of thing and live streaming. I live streamed 2 weeks ago just for a little bit, an unannounced stream, and yeah, playing the looks on Westfield, and I do love this tank. This is probably tied up with the King Tiger for first place of my most favorite tank in the game, and it's just because of the mobility. It feels like it turns on the spot. It just has a great power to weight ratio, and it just moves so quickly, and it has this little 50mm gun that you can now use. But I don't use the 3cm gun because I'd rather have sustained fire over the 95mm of pen, because the 3cm takes quite a bit to reload, and I just think it would be better because I can, if I get around like a T29 or so, I can do some damage to him. In which I've killed a T29 before. It's pretty funny. And they've adjusted the matchmaking for this thing, so now you will not get into a tier 7 game, or not get into a tier 8 game with this thing anymore. It's up to tier 7. If you check in the garage, it will say it plays up to tier 7. So I can actually play this thing if I really wanted to. I can really play this thing with friends that have tier 5 tanks, because tier 5 tanks can get into tier 7 games, of course, if they're not special tier 5 tanks that don't do that. Or even I could play a Lux with a Tog 2 and some other tier 5 or tier 5, and it's really cool. But the oh man, what was I gonna say? The game, yeah, the game. This is a pretty good game actually for the looks. I thought this is the first game I played when I got on to, well, not the first game I played, but this is the first game that I recorded that I thought I didn't record, because I got confused with the Elgato recording button thing, because I thought it was like orange when you're recording, or like orange when you wanted to start recording, and it was red when you were. But I run into a little baddie up here, and he's gonna give me some trouble. Was it a T-3485? Yeah, he's gonna mess me up right there. And just waiting, checking the map there, just waiting for him to disappear. Now I'm gonna make a run for it, and this thing is pretty quick. It takes off right off the bat, and yeah, there's another guy behind me. The T-34, I believe, misses. You shot right there. He misses. I'm making a run for it. They can't hit me now. Going too fast. There's buildings, there's cover, that sort of thing. And later in the video, there is a it's on the same map, White Park, same side, coincidentally enough. And I thought and it's a T-15 game. The tier 3 German premium tank, and I got it when it was on special. It was a day of premium time, and a day of premium time, one garage slot, and the T-15 in the garage slot was for the T-15, so I didn't really get any garage slots, which is major sad face on my part, because I've been waiting for one of those garage slot packs to come up, so I can get like a whole bunch of garage slots, because there's so many tanks that I want to buy and keep in my garage. Like, I want to get the Tiger and the German tank destroyers. I want to start going down the American heavy tank line again, and eventually get the Chaffee. not sure about the Chaffee though. It does get thrown into tier 10 games a lot, but I've heard really good things about it. And it does seem like a pretty good tank. It's just not as fast, I think, maybe, as it looks. I don't know. I've never played it. I wouldn't know. But, the, looks is just fine. I have no problem with the looks. And, oh, dang it. The, Chaffee had a little bit of a bump there against that dead Cromwell. I usually, don't turn in time for a lot of things because I overestimate the turning radius of the looks at high speed. The looks is quite maneuverable though. However, it's not very good for shooting on the move unless you're close, because as you can see, it's like as big as a sniper mode ring. Excuse me. And I'm going to be posting some new content, not just World of Tanks, some games that I wanted to do some playthroughs of. Some of those are Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation, another game called Enemy Front, which is a World War II game made by the same guys that did Sniper Elite, and yeah, it should be pretty good. Alright, so now we're on the second clip. This is the T-15 game, obviously, and Stillwater Park, and this is just, I thought I'd make this video all about the speed. Speed is my main thing, and in this game, usually I like to play my games a bit stealthy, kind of in the shadows, sabotage, that sort of thing. Like, you infiltrate a German base, set up explosives around the area, and then once you pull out, you detonate it, then you roll in and just screw everything up. That's like how I like to play the games, I think. And yeah. But T-15, it's not as quick, like right off the bat as it looks, I believe, but it's still pretty fast. It's as fast as the looks. And the turning here, you can see the turning circle is not as small as it looks, but this tank does have quite good gun depression for German tanks. The Panzer III, it's pretty much a redesigned Panzer 38T, and not the TNA, because the TNA was the scout tank, and this is the tier 3. But this whole tank has quite a good bit of gun depression, so you can kind of shoot underneath these rail cars at the sides of M4s, speaking of. And you can actually get around the sides of these M4s and do some damage with this tank. You just don't want to run into KV-1s or Russian tanks with big guns, especially KV-1s and T-28s. Those things will mess you, well, not really T-28s, but moreover, like tier 4 tanks with howitzers, I would like to say, and tanks such as the oh, what is it called, the T-40 with the 105. Oh my god, that thing will mess you up if you have no armor. I think that the Volkswagen Zwei gets a 105 milligun. I'm not sure, it might be the 75 mil stubby gun, which the one I'm talking about is the 75 L24, which is the gun that you first start out with on the Panzer IV, and it just doesn't, like, the game primarily uses high explosive ammo, so you're like tempted to do howitzer work with it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually equip armor piercing. I'm not sure though. I've never used it, not even once. I saw the stats and I was like, this is absolute crap. I'm using the 50 milligun. And I took a lot of unnecessary damage from this M5 Stuart. I was actually pretty lucky. If he hit me one more time, I would have been dead. But I should have just kept my front towards him, but that was kind of hard. This thing isn't very maneuverable in the turn. So it's kind of hard to do that with an M5 because M5 is actually quite maneuverable. It's just not as fast as it looks per se. And the 37mm gun on the T15, as I said before, you can really hurt some tanks, but it's actually quite good for a little tank like this. And when I'm playing the looks, I thought about loading up some high explosive ammo, so when I see a Hellcat, I can just follow the Hellcat around and give him the hate. And yeah, I just really want to try that out. I'm just, gotta get into a game with the looks where I don't forget to load high explosive. And I didn't do as well in this game as I did in the looks game, but it's still going pretty well for our team. My team did a lot better than in the last game. There was a lot more tanks in this game than the last game left at the end of battle. And I'm just making a rush for it. There's the artillery. He's turned around. And I'm going to come around here. And he won't. He's going to start turning around here. And I should have started turning right away. But I was like getting my man pants on. And I was like, don't you dare turn, Nardy. And this is actually the, nope, there's only one tank destroyer left, and so this is the end of the video, so I'll see you guys in the next episode.